Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, William N. Robeson.
Considering the bad time the Spanish conquistador Pizarro gave the Incas of Peru some 400 years ago, you can hardly blame them for leaving a few booby traps scattered around the Andes. And while you may not consider the rainforests of the headwaters of the Amazon an exactly appropriate place for a honeymoon, you must agree that it is people with such wacky ideas who are apt to live dangerously. And dangerously they do live in Door of Gold, starring Myron McCormick, a tale well calculated to keep you in
suspense.
The Peruvian jungle is no place for a woman. But Janice insisted she was an archaeologist first and my bride second. It was rugged. In addition to the snakes, bugs, and mildew, there were the unfriendly Quechua Indians, each of whom claimed to be a direct descendant of the Inca, of Manco Capac himself. It had been slow going. We excavated burial mound after burial mound and found nothing. Perhaps they were right. Maybe my translations were wrong and the Porto de Oro was only a legend. We had only one native guide, a sullen Indian named Juan. So everyone worked. Dr. Clayton, myself, even Janice. Inside the mound that morning, I could hear old Dr. Clayton and Janice chipping away. Suddenly, Janice shouted. What? What have you... Finally. The Porto de Oro.
Congratulations, Philip. You were right. Professor Wellman's translation was in error. Well, it's bound to make you famous, old boy. You realize that.
Oh, Phil, I'm so very pleased for you. They'll have to listen to you now.
I say, look. Even Juan is impressed.
Si, senor. For many lifetimes, my people have... Este muy magnífico. Es el Porto de Oro.
This burial mound was built against the mountainside. Like all ancient Inca structures, a marvel of shaped stone and grooved rock, fitted so neatly no mortar was required. We had torn down a section of the wall facing the mountain until the door was revealed. A door that glittered dully after Janice used chemicals to dissolve the corrosion. There was no mistaking it. Embossed on the metal was a rising sun, its rays throwing streamers of pure gold across the panel.
Is there anything in the inscription that would indicate how to open it?
Well, let's see. It says, light to the seeker comes through the shafts of God.
Well, that makes everything clear.
Oh, patience, child. Your impressions, Philip?
Well, you see where the sun slants through the cracks in the stones up there? You see?
Yes.
Well, it hits the wall in two places.
I say, so they're the shafts of God. They're God.
Correct. Now, you take one, I'll try the other.
What should we try?
Well, I'd say press in on the stones where the light hits. Most of the hidden doors are counterbalanced.
That's it! You got it! It's moving in and to the side!
In the beginning there was a golden child.
A chill crept along my spine. The religious chanting of the college-educated Juan, the scratch of stone on stone, and the musty odor that crept forth from the now-open tunnel raised the short hairs on the back of my neck. It was silly, I guess. The early sun streamed across the bare floor, but from that dank opening came the odor of death.
Smells pretty bad.
Oh, that child is inexperienced talking. The mere fact they're getting the odor means that there's circulation in there.
Oh. Well, how shall we handle the search inside?
Well, Dr. Clayton, if you wouldn't mind, we'd like to...
Oh, no, not really. I'll go in later. You and the child go. Honeymoon trip, cool darkness, young bride. Sounds romantic.
With that smell, I don't think I could raise a pucker.
You wish Juan to go, senor?
Well, if you don't mind, no. If anything happens, a pivot or a counterbalance stone or something closes the door, we'll need both of you out here to get it open again.
Ah, si. We shall wait.
We quickly gathered the necessary equipment. I bolted on 2 flashlights, the 4-battery type, and filled my side pack with spare batteries. Sidearms, a medicine kit, sandwiches, water, of course. Finally, a rope. When we were tied together, I gave Janice the long bamboo probe.
Janice had better go in first, don't you think, old boy?
Yes, I think she should. Now, listen carefully, Janice. Yes. Both of our lives may depend on it. Walk lightly. Place your feet carefully and test each slab before stepping onto it.
Oh, now, gentlemen, please. I may just be out of college, but I have studied their culture. I know all about the flip-flop stones.
Very true, youngster. But it's different in the classroom. There you can laugh at a mistake.
The most important thing is to remember if I should go through somewhere, you can't hold me unless you drop flat.
Okay. Let's go before I lose my nerve completely.
Juan.
Okay, senor.
I brought up the rifles so you and Dr. Clayton can keep an eye out for unfriendly natives. If anything should happen, fire 2 shots.
Si. Vaya con Dios, senor y senora.
Go with which God, Juan?
Oh, the Christian one, senora. The sun god. He would not like it.
We moved slowly down into the slanted passageway. Nervously, Janice stabbed at each of the fitted blocks with a long probe, while I mapped them, numbering them on our chart. The corridor slanted upward again, and the entrance was gone. We were alone. Suddenly, Block 87 swung from under her, and she dropped through. Janice! Janice! You all right?
I don't know.
Can you reach your flash?
I think... Yes, I've got it.
What's down there?
It's not too deep. Maybe 30 feet.
Okay, hold tight. I'll pull you up. There you are. See, Daisy?
Oh, we're lucky that pivot stone didn't close. Oh, Phil, hold me close. That's better.
Darling. Oh, just think what this means. We'll make Professor Holloway and that entire bunch at the university crawl when we get back. No money, no official recognition, and all those so-called scholars peering down their noses at us. You wait. It'll be a pleasure to make them eat their words.
Yes, darling. Meanwhile, will you please mark that darned 87 block red?
We went on, skirting the still tilted lip of the pivot stone and inching forward. Twice more, we located swinging traps, the second over a swiftly moving stream. That was why the air was relatively good. Suddenly, Janice stopped, yanking on our connecting rope.
Phil, I don't like the feel of this block.
What's the matter?
Well, it's no pivot, but it's not solid. It feels like it wants to give downward. Counterbalance, maybe?
Don't put a weight on it. Let's work around it and see what's beyond.
Why, is that a door?
Yeah, some kind. That may be what Block 590 controls. You game?
To try it? Sure.
We went back to block number 590 on the chart. Janice lay flat, and I stepped gingerly on it. Sank about a foot, then the hollow thunder reached us. The pressure caught us a moment later.
Phil, what was that?
Afraid to think. Put your hand down near the tunnel floor. Feel anything?
No. Why? Should I?
No, I'm afraid not. We've lost our air circulation.
Oh, Phil.
This probably means 590 closed the main entrance.
Maybe Juan and Dr. Clayton will open it in a minute.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll go on a bit. Perhaps that second panel opened at the same time.
Don't you think we ought to go back?
Why? We can't open it from the inside. They'll either get it open or they won't. We crept along silently until we reached the second door. It had not moved. Remembering the entrance, we fumbled with the stones on either side, but they didn't work. We found the combination by accident. None of the stones helped, but when we moved to either end of our rope, preparing to go back, both blocks moved downward slightly, and it opened.
Oh, Phil.
They can't hurt you. They've been sitting there for over 400 years.
You mean they were trapped here? In their own hidden passage?
No, it was the bidding of their sun god. They sat there until it no longer mattered.
How awful.
Yeah, in one way. Yet in another, rather magnificent. When Pizarro raided their city in the sky, what gold they had not thrown in Lake Titicaca was brought down into this tunnel. They stayed to guard it.
Phil, put your arms around me until I stop shaking.
I managed to soothe her jangled nerves, but there was no one to calm mine. Where was the confounded air circulation? The minute the outer door opened, we would feel it. Surely if Juan wasn't tall enough, Clayton could rig something for him to stand on, or was there something else? We made quick work of it going back. Using the other flash in the chart, we hurried along the tunnel, carefully avoiding the marked traps, until we made the last dip and reached the golden door. It was still closed.
Dr. Clayton! Dr. Clayton, open the door!
Save your strength. That door is 2 feet thick. Clayton! We're back. Can you get it open?
Juan! Dr. Clayton! Can you hear us?
Si, senora. Juan here.
Juan! Where's Dr. Clayton? The two of you can get this open.
Very sad, senor. The good doctor, he has had an accident.
An accident? What kind of a... Oh, never mind now. Go get help. Open door. You hear?
Si, Juan here, but he cannot do the...
Cannot? What do you mean?
From nowhere, the sun god closed door. You, his guest, he would not like if you leave. Juan, stop Dr. Clayton from sacrilege.
Juan! Please!
Juan! What's that noise? What are you doing?
Sun god not one passage found. Juan must reveal world.
Phil, what are we going to do? How can we get out?
Losing our heads won't help. We might... What's the altitude of this burial mound?
I don't remember. Wait a minute. Dr. Clayton marked it yesterday. Let me think. About 3,600 feet above sea level. Why?
Now, think a minute. My translation said the Puerta de Oro would be here.
Yes.
It was. Now, that means this tunnel must be the one which leads up to Machu Picchu. So, if Clayton's figures are nearly correct, it's about a mile west and 3 miles straight up inside the mountain.
Oh, that's a welcome idea. I thought maybe...
I know. Come here. Honey, we mustn't ever give up. We're both trained. We studied the ancient Incas. And if anybody can outwit them, we can.
Thank you, darling. I'm all right now. Let's go.
We went back into the now familiar part of the tunnel, counting blocks and squeezing past the dangerous ones. When we reached the second doorway, we stopped.
Poor devils. They don't look so frightening the second time. All huddled over their belongings.
Janice, what's wrong with you? Now, look here. Pardon me, old man. There. Does that look like personal belongings to you?
Good heavens. I forgot. Is all of that gold?
Pure gold. What you're staring at is the ransom of the Inca sun god. Pizarro murdered him, so the Incas hid the gold here to prevent the Spanish from finding it.
Why, there must be millions.
Yeah. Even at the tiny percentage that would be allowed us by the Peruvian government, this would make us wealthy for life.
Would?
Okay. Will. That better? It was hard to keep the note of doubt from creeping into my voice. The gold had been here 4 centuries. Why? Well, it didn't make sense unless... There was no trouble with traps the next half mile until...
Still, another door. Seems bigger.
Let's try the same positions as before. It might work.
It's moving. Oh, scares me stiff when I start to drop that way.
Keep your eyes open. We're getting tired. We're beginning to be sloppy.
What's that? Down there ahead. Oh, Phil, I'm sorry. Counterbalance.
Oh, what's the difference? May as well have that one closed, too. I doubt if we'll be back. Up, 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 until it seemed as if our legs must drop off. And then, suddenly I heard Janice slump to the steps ahead. Janice! Janice, you all right?
I guess so. There's another door. Use the light.
Yeah, sure, honey. Now rest yourself. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
It was all there, right in Almagra's diary. All I had to do was read simple Spanish. No, I've got to be clever and find the Puerto de Oro anyway.
Phil, that isn't a door?
No, it's not. In the diary, Diego Almagra wrote, "Their gods were angry and the mountain shook." Look, you see that step? It's sheared right in half.
Earthquake.
Right. When the quake struck, it shifted the other half of the tunnel. Maybe 200 or 300 feet one way or another. This is a dead end.
Oh, no! It can't be! You're trying to frighten me! Phil, don't kill around! Open it, please! Please, Phil, this isn't funny!
Stop that! You hear me? Stop it! Right now! Going to pieces won't help. I hated to slap her, but I had to. And she understood. She didn't say a word. She just turned and went slowly back down. It seemed hours before we reached the bottom of the stairs. Well, the air was much better. Minor consolation. So we would die of thirst and hunger instead of suffocation. We came up against the first of the closed doors. And it wasn't that easy. We tried combination after combination. Then, just as we were ready to drop from exhaustion, we happened to move back from the door, she on the 3rd block and I on the 6th. Instantly, there was that sinking sensation, and the door moved toward us and disappeared flush into the wall.
Oh, come on, Phil, move. If it works on the next door, it might work.
Yes, I know what it might, but we'll take it easy. Charge or no charge, it's dangerous to rush.
Oh, don't be silly.
I felt sick. There was no tension on the rope. The revolving pivot stone had cut it easily. I scrambled to the pivot stone and lay at arm's length while I tried to move it. No dice. Nervously, I felt for the flash and pressed the button. Nothing happened. Again, I tried, then cut my finger as I found the reason. The lens and bulb were smashed. I fumbled for the other flash. It, too, had broken. I was alone in the darkness. Must think. Pressure. Yeah, that was it. Pressure. The third block back needed weight. I crawled to the nearest skeletons and dragged them aside, digging for the sacks of gold beneath. I crawled slowly, tugging some of the heavy ingots with me. Finally, I had a pile of them on the block where I had been standing. I crawled back to the pivot stone. This time, it moved. Janice! Janice, can you hear me?
Bill! Thank heaven! Turn the flash down here and let me see.
Can broke when I tried to stop your fall. Both of them. Are you hurt?
I don't think so. I landed on a bunch of our friends.
Is it deep?
I don't think so.
Janice, what's wrong?
Don't know. It had eyes. It's gone. Can you get the rope down to me?
Can you estimate how far?
Wait. I've got the match tin. Wait. There. Can you see me all right?
Yeah. Now, you're lucky. There's quite a pile of them. I'd say 15 feet. Stay still. I'll rig something. I took the remainder of the cord, fortunately about 9 feet, and tied my belt to it. I added my shirt to the upper end and lowered it through the half-moon opening. Janice, light another match. Okay. Now, here. Can you reach that?
Yes. I've got it.
Easy. I've got my shirt on this end. Just take your end and square knot the two.
I can't. Oh, darn. No. There. It's together. Are you ready?
Don't try to help. I want to get hold of the belt before I really pull. Easy. That pivot standing straight up. Don't touch it. We might not be so lucky a second time.
Let me just hold you for a second.
I'll teach you to run in tunnels. Oh, come on now. And cross everything. We've still got a chance. That's all it was. A chance. We edged down the tunnel in the dark, staying close together now since the rope was gone. We tested everything carefully, then found the second door. It was a thrill to stand on the third and sixth blocks and feel them move. I used one of the precious matches to refresh our minds from the chart. Then we began to count backward, walking hand in hand.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. This is awful. 8, 7. Oh, Bill, 6.
Hold it. I'll stay here and pray. You go to 3.
Here goes nothing. It's opening! Come on!
Juan had rebuilt the wall, but we found no trouble knocking the stones down from inside. At last we were free. Blackness had long settled on the jungle. It was dark in the mound, but to us it was bright. I saw Janice on her knees beside Dr. Clayton.
He's dead.
I'm not surprised.
Phil! Phil, what's that?
Come on, run! Run! Get out of here!
I told Dr. Clayton only yesterday that overhead was dangerous.
No. was man-made. You see up there?
What?
Against the night sky? That's Juan, hiding the sun god's horde. And murder.
We didn't even get a little smidgen of gold. With Dr. Clayton gone, they'll never believe your discovery.
Forget it. Let them keep on believing Wellman's translations. Me for Cusco and home. Coming?
Try and stop me.
Suspense, in which Myron McCormick starred in William N. Robeson's production of Door of Gold by E. Scott Floor. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. McCormick in Door of Gold were Shirley Mitchell as Janice, Jay Novello as Juan, and Ramsey Hill as Dr. Clayton. Original musical score composed and conducted by Amerigo Marino. You'd think that jewelry worth $100,000 would shine through a concrete wall. But later on today, when yours truly, Johnny Dollar, tries to locate a boodle of missing gems, the sparklers seem to be lost in darkness. Johnny Dollar, however, is an insurance investigator. For all that his work is adventuresome, he has to work for a living like anybody else. And where those missing gems are concerned, he cannot take no for an answer. For thrill-a-minute listening, follow him to the end of the Templeton Matter, when the next thrill-packed episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, comes your way over most of these same stations a little later on in the day today. Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Murder's tricky stuff to fool around with. Like nitroglycerin, H-bombs, and a woman's heart, you have to know how to handle it. And when an amateur dabbles in the murder market, well, as they used to say in ancient Rome, caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. Listen then to what happened to such an innocent as Everett Sloane stars in Alibi, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
In the great legends of America, there was always room for the fairer sex. Now, I don't know if you'd call Stack of Dollars the fairer sex, or if she'd be what you might call a pin-up girl, but she sure impressed many men along the Mississippi during the early riverboat days. She had 2 diamond teeth with gold fillings, and when she opened her mouth with a sunburst smile, didn't they glitter? She feared nothing and nobody. Her motto was, come clean, or come dirty and get cleaned. She could put a knot on a bully's head so big he wouldn't know whether the knot was on him or he was the knot. She had a full bosom, wore an 8-gallon Stetson, smoked cheroots. She ruled the levee with her big fist, and her boyfriend claimed he liked her 'cause she whooped him so good. Yes, that was the gal called Stack of Dollars. Folklore belongs to every nation's legendary past, and I guess we Americans have our share of some tall ones.
And now, Mr. Everett Sloane in Alibi, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
There was nothing to it, really, once I'd made up my mind. That was the hard part, making up my mind. Not that Hannigan would be any great loss to anybody, including himself. But after all, you don't often go shopping for somebody to bump off your business partner. Never mind how I found the address. It was a grimy storefront between a press-while-you-wait tailor and a fly-blown fruit store. Dusty cigarette stand-up posters littered the window. Inside, there was a stock of tobacco and candy that wouldn't have tempted a 5-year-old. Not much danger of customers disturbing you here. A pair of sharp eyes under a green eye shade were looking at me.
Yeah?
I want to see Barney. Oh, I phoned him. He gave me this address.
Back there.
Thanks.
Come in.
Are you Barney?
So?
Well, I phoned you yesterday. My name is...
Never mind. You wanted a job done, is that it?
Well, yes.
Short job or all the way?
A short job?
You just want to scare the guy? You break his arm or rough him up?
No, this has to be all the way. You see, he's my business partner, and...
The big chill is $1,000 in advance.
1,000? But I heard...
What you heard don't count, mister.
Well, I've got 500 here. I'll be able to get the rest easily enough as soon as...
As soon as you get your mitts in the till, huh?
Oh, no, it's not that way at all. It's just that Hannigan, he put the money in the business, and he watches it like a hawk. He'd slap me in jail in a wink if I...
Probably is ready to slap you in jail already, no?
How did you know?
Not hard to guess.
Well, as soon as he checks the books, first of the month.
Only Hannigan ain't gonna be around the first of the month, is he?
That's right.
If you get busy and scare up to the rest of the grand, that is.
But there's no time. Tomorrow is the first.
So?
Oh, no, please, Barney, you've got to trust me. I'll pay you on my word of honor.
On your what?
Oh, well, you know what I mean. I swear it, Barney.
Well, I ought to have my head examined.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
I'll take the 5 on account.
Yeah, sure. Here. I'll get you the rest tomorrow.
Okay. How about the subject? Where do we find him?
Well, I don't want anything around the office, you understand? He lives in the Gatesworth.
Gatesworth, huh? Better if we could catch him outside.
Oh, well, he lives by the clock. Every night at 9, never later than 9:15, he goes to the drugstore across the street for a hot malted milk. Helps put him to sleep.
Fine. We can do a car job. What's he look like?
I've got a picture here.
Good, I'll take it.
Now, you'll destroy that, later?
I don't think you appreciate it, mister, the favor I'm doing you. This is the first time I ever worked a job without the green stuff in my hands, all of it.
Oh, I appreciate it, honestly.
And I sure hope I don't have no trouble with you.
Oh, no. You can count on me.
That's good. I hate trouble. Now we gotta fix you up with an alibi.
Me?
Sure, you. Who are the cops going to think of first when your partner gets the blast?
Oh.
Don't worry. We take care of our customers. The law won't get to first base, because you'll be all sewed up with an airtight alibi.
Well, I thought I'd just take a trip out of town.
Where to? What for? Who are you going to see?
Why,
Skip it. That's the first thing they all think of.
well, I never thought...
That's the trouble with you amateurs. You never think.
Well, if I just stayed home with my wife?
No. And we can't have you visiting friends either. You'd blow the deal before you said 3 words.
Oh, I don't think I...
You're not... Look, you're paying me to do your thinking, mister. We got our own skins to look out for, too. Now, what business did you say you were in?
Tea and coffee, wholesale.
Ever stop for a drink on your way home?
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, tell you what we'll do. You know the Pelican?
Yeah?
Be at the Pelican at 6. Somebody will meet you. You stick with him and you'll be in the clear.
Yeah, but who...
I'm thinking of a guy I can trust, named Allen. He's got a couple of restaurants. You can be selling them coffee, catch?
Well, if you think it's necessary...
Here, mister. Here's your 5 bills back.
Oh, what do you mean?
Get yourself another boy.
Oh, no, now, wait a minute. You can't back out on me now. If Hannigan gets a look at those books, I'll do anything you say. The Pelican at 6, Mr. Allen.
Well, that's better. Now, you just follow orders and everything's going to work out just dandy.
I walked out of Barney's with a feeling of elation. As for Hannigan, I felt no qualms about ending his miserable existence. He was old, withered, a man who had never in his selfish life done anything to help or comfort another. I had taken him into the business when I needed money. He had plenty of that, but I saw mighty little of it. No, I wasn't at all sorry I'd gone to Barney. Oh, of course, Barney'd been a little too pessimistic about this alibi business. No reason I couldn't handle it myself. Why, I could go into the Pelican right now and more likely than not run into somebody I knew. But when I got there was something different about it. The neon signs weren't lighted and there was a notice nailed to the door, closed for violation.
Yeah, how about that, Mark?
What?
Padlocked. I got a thirst.
Oh, hello, Lee.
Oh, well, the Pelican isn't the only place in town. Let's drop around to Moriarty's.
No, I'm afraid I can't, Lee.
Ah, nonsense. You look like you could use a drink. Anyway, I haven't seen you for a month of Sundays, and I'm not going to let you get away before I buy you a piece of booze.
There isn't much you can do with a persistent pal. Nothing much without making him suspicious. So I went along. Anyway, I still had plenty of time. Sure, Barney made it sound hard, building himself up. Sitting at Moriarty's with Lee, I had to laugh to myself at how easy it was. Why, I could take this fellow here, a casual business acquaintance, invite him to dinner, spend the evening with him, and I'd have my alibi. The shock of finding the Pelican closed wore off. The pleasant, inconsequential chit-chat over the smooth martinis was soothing, and then I was jolted.
I can't see how you stand it, Mark. Tied to a skinflint like Hannigan just because you need his capital. If it was me, I'd be tempted to bump the old coot off. Hey, what happened, man? Oh, here, let me get my handkerchief.
Oh, no, it's not your fault. I've got to go. I just remembered. Appointment. What on earth had possessed me to talk about Hannigan? Barney was right. Dead right. I couldn't trust myself to face an evening with anybody I knew. I'd give myself away, sure. I looked at my watch. It was 6:30, and I was supposed to meet Barney's man at 6. I hurried back to the Pelican. It was still dark, of course, and there wasn't anyone waiting around who looked like he might be waiting for me. So I waited and waited, and I got more and more frightened. Something had slipped. I didn't have any alibi going for me. Then I realized I couldn't go through with it. A prison term for embezzlement was one thing, but the chair for murder... I had to get in touch with Barney. There was another bar across the street, the Green Parrot. They'd have a phone. They did. but the booth was occupied. A blousy blonde. Her boyfriend stood by the door, weaving slightly.
She don't answer.
Well, keep ringing it, Dolly. Keep ringing.
I am ringing.
Well, we gotta get a girl for lefty. Can't leave good old lefty out of the cold, you know.
Wait a minute. I got an idea.
Huh?
I'll call Helen. She's our honey. Lefty'll love her.
Call her.
Just a minute. I got a number right here someplace.
Look, miss, could I place a call if you don't mind? It's important.
Well, you got a nerve. We was here first.
Well, it's important, or I wouldn't ask.
Go find another phone.
But this is the only one around here, please.
Come on, be a sport, honey. Let him have it. Let him.
All right. But make it snappy, will you?
Yes, I will. Thanks. Thanks ever so much.
Hello?
Hello, is this Barney?
No, Bonnie ain't here.
Oh, well, can you tell me where I can reach him?
Got no idea.
Well, when do you expect him back?
He ought to be around sometime.
Well, how soon?
I don't know. He don't tell me nothing.
But I've got to reach him right now. Can you get a message to him?
I could try. What's on your mind?
Tell him this is the party he sent to the Pelican at 6 o'clock.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, the Pelican's padlocked. I've been waiting outside, but the other party didn't show up, the one I was supposed to meet.
Where you at now?
I'm across the street, the Green Parrot. Look, have Barney call me, will you?
Say, you're gonna hog this thing all night,
just a minute, please. Listen, the number is Grant 4937.
You give some guys at least they want to
Look,
take your
please,
whole
I'll be through in a second. Have you got that? Grant 4937.
Yeah, I got it. I'll tell him when he comes
Now, look,
in.
brother.
Okay, I'm finished.
Well,
Thanks
that's
very much.
About time. Okay, honey, now what's that number you have? Look, you see.
I took a seat at the bar where I could keep one eye on the padlocked door of the Pelican across the street and the other on the phone booth, and then I started sweating it out. I didn't need the silly cuckoo clock over the bar to tell me the passing of the minutes. Until suddenly I came to myself. 7 o'clock, and that confounded couple was still at the phone booth.
I never saw anything like it. Helen, Marie, Janet, Ethel, Dorothy.
Well, gee, kid, they can't all have dates. Try another one.
Let's see. Oh, here's a girl. Lefty'll be crazy about her.
Look, miss, before you make that call...
Oh, it's Nosy again.
Listen, I'm waiting for a very important call. Won't you please stay off the line for a few minutes? No, but this is vital. It's a matter of life and death.
Ooh, how dramatic.
No, I mean it.
Who writes your material, bud? Go ahead, Golly. Go ahead. Don't pay attention to this schmo.
Look,
we gotta get Lefty fixed
Look,
up.
miss, please, you've got to get off that phone.
Now, listen, Bush, the fun's fun, but you watch out how you talk to my girl.
I don't care.
You don't care, huh? Well, now, you listen to me.
No, you listen to me.
Tough guy. Hey, Dolly, look what he's doing. Dolly, help me.
It couldn't have lasted very long, but by the time they pulled the drunk off of me, somebody had yelled copper, and there was a big policeman filling the door.
Okay. Now, what gives here?
Yes, he did it.
No, I
he
didn't.
started to beat up on her.
No, please, officer,
All right, break it up. Now, back, folks. Come on. Now, which one started this?
No, I didn't. I didn't do anything.
That's enough. I better take the both of you.
No, but officer, please, hey, wait a minute. That's my call. That's the call I've been waiting for.
Come along, will you? Don't give me any trouble.
No, but I must answer that phone. I've got
You want to come along quietly, or do you want to sample the end of this nightstick?
No, but you can't do this.
Oh, I can't I?
Please.
Now, what do you think of this?
Wait.
Now, move, both of you. Look at that.
What?
Handcuffs.
No.
Wait. Oh, brother, you pack a pretty good punch. Well, might as well be pretty good boys now.
Oh, Harry, they're taking you away.
Don't you worry, honey. Don't worry. You'll be out in the morning.
No, please. Let me answer that phone.
I said move.
In just a moment, we continue with Suspense.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. In the ancient world, the top authorities on myths were the Greeks. In our time, the communists have that distinction. One of the top myths they've been circulating is that the Communist Party is a workers' party. Some of its members no doubt answer that description, but these have always been sort of window dressing. Actually, the party is a political machine made up overwhelmingly of state officials the military, and industrial leaders. The workers in the Soviet Union, like everyone else, take their orders from above, from the bosses of the Communist Party, which isn't a workers' party at all, but is a regimented bureaucracy whose members have only one interest, themselves.
And now, we continue with the second act of Alibi, starring Mr. Everett Sloane. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The phone kept ringing in my ears. The phone with Barney on the other end. Barney and salvation. And here I was in the squad car, speeding toward the police station, handcuffed to a stupid drunk.
Oh, well, was a good fight while it lasted, wasn't it, fella? Now, listen, I'll tell you the truth. I'm just as happy to get away from that pig. I figured I'd palm her off on Lefty and get me another girl.
Shut up, will you?
Oh, no, don't be like that. Don't be like that. You worried about the little woman, maybe?
No.
Yeah, come to think of it, the only time my old lady ever believed me when I stayed out all night, I was in jail. She could check up on that. Wonderful alibi, jail.
Alibi?
Oh, the very best. Take it from me.
Yes, of course. What a fool I was. I didn't need Barney now. Sure, it wasn't the most delightful way to spend the night in the drunk tank, but there'd be no question. It was perfect. Barney could go ahead and kill Hannigan now, and I could relax. The police car slowed down and pulled up to the curb. Only it wasn't the police station. It was a downtown corner by a cab stand.
All right, you two, get out.
What? Get out?
Yeah. You two promised to quit acting like a couple of college kids. You can hop into a cab and go home.
Officer? You're an officer or a gentleman?
Yeah. I don't see any reason why the city should put you up for the night. There. The cuffs are off. Now go on. Go straight home, you hear?
Sure, pal, sure.
No, but officer...
Now what?
Well, I want to go to jail.
Oh, don't be a chump.
You what?
I want to go to jail.
Why?
Well, I can't exactly say.
You'd better exactly say. I'm giving you a break.
Yes, I know, only...
Only what?
Only, just don't turn me loose.
Okay, buddy, I won't. Right, you get going.
Oh, yes, sir. So long, chump.
I never heard the like. Wanting to go to jail.
Yeah, sounds funny, I guess.
Sure does. Sergeant will be interested in it, and the lieutenant. They'll want to ask you a lot of questions, mister.
Good Lord, that hadn't occurred to me. Of course they'd ask questions. Questions I couldn't answer, beginning with the first fateful one. Why did I want to be in jail when my partner was being assassinated? I stiffened with panic, silent with shock. And then the police car swung into a side street which had just been watered down. It went into a skid. The officer tried to pull out, but he couldn't, and it crashed into a pole, throwing both of us clear. He was out cold, and I seemed to be all in one piece. I had to get away from there now. I had to get to Barney and call off the killing. Too many people would ask much too many questions. I lammed out of there fast and ran 3 blocks until I found a drugstore with a phone.
Yeah?
Is Barney there?
No, he ain't.
Oh, I thought he was.
Well, he ain't.
Listen, I called before. I left a message for Barney. You remember?
Yeah, I give it to him.
Well, then he has been calling me. Where from?
Now, how should I know? He don't tell me where he goes.
Oh, but I...
Now, listen, I give Barney the number. What more do you want?
I guess nothing.
I was you, I'd stick by that phone. Barney don't like creeps that waste his time.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it.
Well, that was that. I had to get back to the Green Parrot, dangerous as that was, and wait for Barney's call. I had less than an hour to make that connection.
Hey, wait a minute, you.
Yes?
Ain't you the guy caused a commotion in here? Sure you are. Hey, what are you doing back here?
Look, bartender, the officer let me go. He realized it wasn't my fault. All I wanted was to answer the phone.
Outside. I don't want no troublemakers in here.
No, but if you'll just listen, I wasn't making any trouble. It's an important call. I had to get to the phone.
Sure. Look, you're breaking my heart. Come on, out of you. Get out, or I throw you out.
No, you can't. There. That's it. That's Barney.
Wait a minute. I didn't say you... Wait, hold on there.
No, you're not going to keep me away now.
How's that so?
You let me go. Let me get that phone. Hello, Barney. Barney?
Say, where you been keeping yourself anyway?
Never mind that now, Barney. Alan, the man you told me to be, he never came. What do I do, Barney?
Yeah, I know. There was a little change of plan, but don't you worry.
Hey, look at you. Get away from the phone.
No.
What's going on there?
It's nothing. Listen, Barney, that's not the point. I want to call it off.
Call it off?
Yes, you can keep the money. I can't go through with it.
You can't go through it?
No.
That's a laugh.
Well, tell me what to do, Barney. Tell me what to do.
Sock me, will you? Wait till I get you out of that booth.
Please, just one more second.
Say, what gives?
Skip it. But hurry. I've only got a second. What do I do?
Come to 9th and Blossom. Somebody will meet you on the corner.
9th and Blossom. I got it. Thanks, Barney. All right, bartender. I'm going.
I'll say you're going.
Oh!
And don't come back. It's guys like you give a place a bad name.
I hit the sidewalk with a jar that shook my spine. And then a pair of solicitous hands helped me to my feet. It was Harry, the drunk I'd been handcuffed to.
Oh, gee, pal, you shouldn't have tried to go back in there. I told you that barkeeper was tough.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, did you see Dahlia there, my girl?
No, I didn't. I had my own problems.
What's the difference? Who wants it? Oh, look, I'll tell you what, pal. You and me, we'll get a couple of girls.
Look, I've got an appointment. Now, let go of my arm, will you? Hey, taxi!
Hey, how'd you get away from the cops?
9th and Blossom, driver. Hurry.
Oh, you got a date, huh? Well, maybe she's got a friend.
No, don't get in here, please.
Like that, will you? Go ahead, driver. Go ahead.
Look, please, it's not that kind of a date. You'll have to get out.
Don't you try to ditch your old pal Harry Allen, will you?
I tell you, you've got to get out. Did you say Allen?
Well, sure. That's me, Harry Allen.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, you never asked me.
Alan, and I was trying to get rid of you.
Friends to the end. Think of it, that's us.
Oh. And I thought Barney bungled the whole deal, and here you've been hanging on to me like a leech. I might have known he'd handle this in his own way. Say, don't you think we ought to be someplace where more people can see us?
Huh? What for?
Well, it's nearly 9 o'clock, the time I need the alibi, when Barney is killing my partner.
Alibi? Kill?
You're Alan. You said so.
Well, yeah.
You're in the restaurant business.
Me?
You're not in the restaurant business. Barney didn't send you?
I don't know, Barney. I don't know what you're talking about, but... hey, wait a minute. Maybe I do know what you're talking about. So that's why you wanted to go to jail.
But, please, stop! Stop, driver!
No, wait a minute.
No, let me out.
No, you don't. Come back here. Come back here.
I got away from there fast. It was 5 minutes to 9, and 9th and Blossom was still a block away. I forced my pounding heart until I thought it would burst.
You sure took your time getting here.
Barney, I didn't know you were going to meet me.
Come inside off the street.
Oh, sure, Barney, sure. Oh, I thought I'd never make it. Barney, what happened? Where was Alan?
Don't worry, everything's taken care of.
Oh, but I don't understand.
You amateurs never do.
Wait a minute. What kind of a place is this? A garage.
Go to the head of the class.
Well, but what kind of an alibi could I have here with you? Where's Alan? The man I was supposed to meet.
He's busy.
Busy?
I told you there's a change in the plan. He's alibiing for another customer. Your partner, matter of fact.
Hannigan?
Say, you're real smart tonight, ain't you? You see, I got to thinking. I never worked on credit. Why should I start now? Why take a chance on them extra 5 bills? So I just put it up to Hannigan.
You what?
Sure. You saw the point right off. Anteed up the whole grand, right on the line, cash money.
Cash for what?
Yes.
Well, what's that gun for?
What do you think?
Oh, no. Hannigan wouldn't do that. Not to me.
Why not? You was gonna do it to him?
No.
That's him, officer. He's the guy.
All right, Barney. Hold out your hands. You won't get out of this one.
Oh, officer, you saved my life. You saw. You heard what he was going to do.
Yeah, we heard everything, buddy. Everything. You two will make a nice pair of cellmates.
Amateurs.
Suspense, in which Mr. Everett Sloane starred in Alibi, written by Lawrence Goldman. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. Sloane in Alibi were Ted DeCorsia, Eddie Marr, Sandra Gould, Peter Leeds, Jack Moyles, and Jack Crucian. Suspense.
Suspense has been brought to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Whether you call it by the poetic phrase, the silver cord, or more prosaically just mother's apron strings, smother love can louse up the life of a growing boy. Complicate it with what child psychologists call sibling rivalry, and the boy may cease growing altogether, at least emotionally. Of such elements is Greek tragedy made. and as it happens, the story you are about to hear. Listen. Listen then as Jackie Kelk stars in Shadow on the Wall, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
Now, how many of you have heard a doctor lecture on the lining of the stomach and what you're doing to it? Well, you may think this line of gab is only for you. Why, son, doctors have been telling Americans this ever since we became a nation. Like a fella come up to me the other day and asked about that great American Mike Fink. Say, is it true that Mike once ate a buffalo robe? Certainly, and with the hair on it. Well, why did he do that? Well, you see, Mike drank so much whiskey that he destroyed the coating of his stomach. And the doctor told him that before he could get well, he'd need a new coat for it. Mike thought that over and made up his mind that a buffalo robe with hair on it was just the thing. So he sat down and swallowed one. He could drink any amount of whiskey after that, and that's a fact. Folklore belongs to every nation's legendary past, and I guess we Americans have our share of some tall ones.
And now, Shadow on the Wall, starring Jackie Kelk. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Soon, very soon now, there'll be a shadow on the wall. Shadows. Always shadows. I'll never get away from them. I've been watching them for days now. Or is it weeks? I don't know anymore. But I do know it started the last day of my brother's life. My brother. My dear, dear older brother. A thief. All my life he had stolen from me. Stolen my father's respect and then my mother's love. Now he was determined to steal the last hold I had on life. The house. The house where I was born and grew up out on Long Island. He was building a modern monstrosity on the estate a few hundred yards away. And when it was finished, the house, Mother's house, was to be wrecked. It was just too much.
Henry, will you stop whining? I have a great deal to do before I leave for the coast.
Roger, if I have to get on my knees and beg, I will. But please don't destroy the house.
This place is worthless. Victorian houses like this cost too much to maintain.
You think of nothing but money. What about my feelings?
Your feelings?
Yes, and Mother's, if she was still alive.
Oh, Mother would approve, I'm sure of that.
How do you know? This is the house Mother came to as a bride. The house where she bore and raised her 2 sons. This house was her life.
Oh, really, Henry?
It's true. How can you stand by and watch the room where she used to kiss us goodnight broken to bits by wreckers?
Sentimental nonsense.
And what about all her silver and furniture? Old and beautiful. You can't put things like that in a modern house.
We'll pack them carefully and send them to storage.
Yes. Yes, you just pack Mother away and forget her. Look here. Her favorite candlesticks.
Don't wave that around. It's worth a small fortune.
And a wealth of love to me. Where will these go in your fancy new house?
All right. Put them under your pillow then, like your baby teeth. I don't care.
No. No, you don't, do you, Roger? You don't care one little bit.
What are you talking about?
Why should you care? You got it all. You're the executor of the estate. Yes, and you've been the executioner of my self-respect.
Nonsense. Now, as I said, I have a great deal to do before I leave tomorrow.
I hate you, Roger. I hate you.
What?
I'd like to see you dead.
Henry, stop being childish.
I'd tear your heart out if you had any.
Henry, put down that candlestick.
No, they're Mother's. And you want to pack Mother away.
I order you to
But you won't destroy us. You won't put Mother's memory in storage. I'll make sure Mother isn't hidden.
You give me that.
No. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I stood dazed. Roger lay on the floor, a trickle of blood oozing from his temple. I bent over him. No breath. No pulse. Roger was dead. Suddenly, I heard a car coming up the drive. Mrs. Loomis, the housekeeper, was returning from the village. I dragged Roger's body to the closet, pushed him inside, and locked the door. Not a moment too soon.
Mr. Henry, I stopped by the laundry for Mr. Rogers' shirts, but they weren't ready.
Oh?
He'll be furious, I suppose, seeing he's flying to the coast in the morning.
Well, it doesn't matter, Mrs. Loomis. He's already gone.
Gone, sir?
Yes, he decided to spend the night in New York at the club and go to the airport from there.
Well, I never got a chance to say goodbye to him. Perhaps we could go to the airport together.
No, I'll see him off alone.
But I always wish Mr. Roger well before one of his trips.
I'll give him your best wishes, Mrs. Loomis. I'd rather you stayed here in the morning.
Very well, sir. It'll just be you for dinner, then.
Oh, don't bother tonight, Mrs. Loomis. Why don't you take the night off for a change? Go to a movie.
Why, I might at that, sir, if it's all right.
Of course.
Thank you, sir. But I do wish I could have seen Mr. Roger off.
I waited in the library until I heard Mrs. Loomis go out. I had to get rid of the body now. But where? As I gazed out across the lawn to the new house, that awful modern house, the idea came. That very day, the workmen had just finished the base of the fireplace, a broad fieldstone structure, about 3 feet high and 8 feet across. The mortar would still be wet. The stones would easily pull loose. Yes, why not? The perfect place. After all, Roger was so fond of the new house. It took longer than I thought, but when it was done, I returned to my room. I now had to explain Roger's disappearance. I sat up all night thinking. And then as dawn crept over the lawn, I knew what I'd do.
Announcing the arrival of TWA.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning. I'm on Flight 88.
Your ticket, sir.
Yes, here.
Chicago.
That's right, Flight 88. Any baggage?
No, just this briefcase.
All right, Mr. Harper, everything's in order. Gate 14.
Thank you.
Desk of United Airlines.
I sat down and waited for the gate to open. I would board the plane, fly to Los Angeles, and then come right back. The airline would support the evidence that Roger Harper was on the passenger list. And when he didn't show up in Los Angeles, I'd report him missing. As I waited, I overheard a small man arguing with the desk clerk.
Isn't there any
This was even better.
cancellation?
Not this late, sir. I'm sorry.
But I've got to catch that flight. Isn't there anything you can do?
Not a thing, sir. You might try Overland Airways. I have a morning flight.
Well, thank you. I'll see what I can do.
The man turned away from the desk, and I hurried after him. I beg your pardon.
Yes?
I heard your conversation with the clerk over there, and, well, I may be able to help you.
Oh, how's that?
Well, you see, my plans have suddenly changed. I'll be happy to let you have my ticket.
You're kidding.
No, take it. Oh, I've already checked it through. Everything's in order.
Well, I don't know what to say.
That's all right. But hurry, they're announcing the flight.
Well, thank you. Here's the money. I had it already.
All right. You'd better hurry. Just go on the plane as Roger Harper. He went through the gate and up onto the plane. The hostess smiled and checked a name on the clipboard. Roger was now confirmed on the passenger list, and I wouldn't have to explain my absence. I went to bed early that night, but I couldn't sleep. As I lay staring at the ceiling, the enormity of the thing I'd done overwhelmed me. At first, it was more a feeling than anything real. A fleeting feeling that another presence was beginning to form in the house. I got up and flooded my room with lights, but I couldn't push the thought from my mind. Then, just after midnight, the doorbell rang. I peered through the crack of my bedroom door as Mrs. Loomis hurried downstairs.
Mr. Harper, a gentleman to see you.
Who is it?
He says he's from the police.
Police? What does he want?
I don't know, sir. He wants to see you.
I'll be right down. Yes?
Mr. Henry Harper?
That's right.
Detective Sergeant Allen, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour, but it is important.
It's all right.
I'm here about a Roger Harper, this address.
Roger?
He was on Flight 88 out of LaGuardia this morning, that right?
Yes, he was.
You're sure about that?
Yes, of course. I saw him off myself.
I'm sorry, Mr. Harper. Flight 88 crashed in the Rockies late this afternoon. There were no survivors.
The second act of Suspense continues in 1 minute.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. One of the most important terms in the Communist Political Dictionary is the Socialist Division of Labor. It describes the Communist technique for integrating members of the so-called Socialist camp into one economic system. In practice, Communist exploitation of Soviet bloc nations doesn't differ from that of traditional colonialism. The only difference is that Soviet colonialism justifies its actions on the basis of the so-called economic unity of socialist society. This means that the subject nations serve as first-class sources of raw material for the Soviet Empire.
And now, we continue with Act Two of Shadow on the Wall, starring Jackie Kelk. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I was safe. Safe now. I walked on air the next day. The second day was peaceful bliss. Then on the third day it began again. The feeling of another presence was coming back. I mustn't leave my room. I was always safe in my room when I was a little boy. But it was no use. That's where I saw it for the first time. It was barely visible at first. Just a dim shadow on the wall across from me. And then slowly, ever so slowly, it began to grow wider and wider, darker and darker, until it became a perfect silhouette. I was too terrified to move. My hands gripped the sides of the chair as I looked at the shadow. The shadow of a man hanging by his neck. I stared rigid at this ghastly vision. The head bowed against the chest, the hands tied behind the back, the feet together, hanging limp. It stayed there, motionless. And then, as slowly as it had come, it disappeared. The head blended into the body. The legs seemed to melt into the wall. And at last it was gone.
Mr. Henry, sir, I have supper ready. Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, what is it?
Oh, Mrs. Loomis.
You gave me a fright, sir. Staring straight ahead like that.
What time is it?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing at all. What time is it?
It's after 6 o'clock, sir. I have supper ready. Oh. Please, sir, what's the trouble? Shall I call the doctor?
No, I'm perfectly all right.
But you don't seem to be, sir. If only...
Mrs. Loomis, will you stop?
I'm sorry,
I can't stand you babying me all the time.
Very well, sir.
Then never mind dinner. I don't want it. That thing, what was it? A shadow? A vision? Something real? Oh, I was too jumpy. I was losing confidence. But the next day, A look at the chimney on the new house growing higher and higher over Roger's body reassured me. Nothing out of place, nothing suspicious, nothing to fear. That afternoon, when I entered the library, I found Mrs. Loomis.
Oh, Mr. Henry.
What are you doing with those candlesticks?
I didn't hear you come in.
Why are you holding those candlesticks?
Why, I always polish them regularly. You know that, sir.
Oh. Yes, of course.
Did you know one of these is dented?
Dented?
Yes, look.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I'm always so
Those
careful.
were my mother's favorite pieces. What did you do to them?
I didn't...
Give me those.
Mr. Henry, I swear to you...
Who else could have damaged them? Are you suggesting I might have?
Please, sir. Don't look that way. Please.
I'll take them to my room. You won't touch them again. Ever. Oh, she'd been so close. Too close. But how could she suspect after the plane crash? I took the candlesticks to my room. I'd hardly closed the door behind me when, gradually, very gradually, I had the feeling that something was coming into the room. I could feel it, moving about. There, by the desk. No, it's near the bed. Oh, no. No. There on the wall. It hung like a ghoulish vision. The head bent, the hands tied behind the back. The shadow was as clear, if not clearer, than before. Now I knew certainly that this thing on the wall, this shadow, was waiting for me.
Act 3 of Suspense follows in 1 minute.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. Citizens are guaranteed freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, and freedom of street demonstrations. Now that sounds pretty promising, doesn't it? It might even be a quote from the United States Constitution. Not quite. These are some of the freedoms supposedly guaranteed by the Soviet Constitution. Guaranteed, but never practiced. Soviet jails are filled with those who speak their minds, students who ask the wrong questions, plain citizens who air their gripes and are now paying the price. They're learning the hard way that communist constitutions are not worth the paper they're written on.
And now, we continue with Act 3 of Shadow on the Wall, starring Jackie Kelk. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Same grotesque thing. The shadow had spread across the wall. The head bent against the chest. The terrifying hump of the back. What do you want? Is it me? Are you waiting for me? Well, you'll never get me. Never, because this house is coming down. You'll have to go away because I'm tearing down the house, do you hear? You've won, it's coming down, so go away. Go away, go away, go away, please. Please, go away.
Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry, sir.
Oh.
Mr. Henry. Oh. You're awake at last, sir.
Mrs. Loomis. Where am I?
In the guest room, sir. You've been here for 2 days.
2 days?
We thought it better to move you in here after the shock, sir.
I don't understand.
What? You don't remember, sir. You collapsed in your room. The doctor says it's emotional stress. You've been unconscious for 2 days.
I don't remember.
It's all right now, sir. In your state of mind, it's no wonder you took on so.
What do you mean?
Why, seeing that awful shadow on the wall.
Shadow?
It gave me a turn, sir. After we moved you in here, I was cleaning up your room next afternoon, and I saw the strangest shadow on the wall like a man hanging. Oh, it was awful.
You saw it too?
With my own eyes, but it's gone now, and we'll never see it again.
What do you mean?
Why, I showed it to Mr. Simpson.
Mr. Simpson?
You know, the contractor who's building the new house.
Oh, yes.
Well, he did some investigating. He said it was the oddest thing he ever did see.
What, Mrs. Loomis?
Well, every day when the sun gets to a certain spot behind the new house over there, the fireplace chimney casts a shadow. It's fieldstone, you know, and the rough stones cast that awful shadow right into your room.
Fireplace?
But don't worry any more about it, sir. Mr. Simpson's got the chimney almost torn down now. He's going to move the fireplace to the other side of the house and not going to charge you anything extra. That's nice of him, don't you think?
The shadows are coming again now. There, on the wall, the long, thin shadows, thin as a rail, and just 5 inches apart, long and thin and even. I wonder if I'll ever find a place where there aren't any shadows on the wall.
Suspense, in which Jackie Kelk starred in William N. Robeson's production of Shadow on the Wall, written by Robert Jurin. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Vanessa Brown in Vamp Till Dead, another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Supporting Mr. Kelk in Shadow on the Wall were Jeanette Nolan, John White, Frank McDonald, and Charles Lung.
Suspense has been brought to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Fine feathers make fine birds. But, on the contrary, all is not gold that glitters. Also, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. To the wisdom of these eternal verities, add another. Crime does not pay. Mix well with a great singer turned dramatic actress, and you have our suspense story, The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting, which begins in exactly 1 minute.
Do you know the Social Security benefits to which you will be entitled when you separate from the service and take a civilian job? Here's a tip from Social Security.
Everyone who works for a living knows that illness or injury may keep them from earning a living. Today, more than 9 out of 10 American workers are covered by Social Security, and each one should know that if he becomes severely disabled, he and his family may be eligible for monthly Social Security disability payments. More than 1 million people are now receiving benefits each month under this program. For more information about Social Security disability benefits, write to Social Security, Department 15, Hollywood 28, California, and ask for a free copy of Booklet 29 called If You Become Disabled.
And now, The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
She's lying on the couch in my office. I thought I'd just let her alone until you showed up, Captain.
That was considerate of you, Lieutenant.
Here, in here.
Are you sure that's her?
I'm positive.
Where was she picked up? In her bedroom?
Hell's Kitchen and Alley. Somebody stole her dress, and one of the boys gave her his overcoat.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Ruth Franklin.
How old are you?
33.
Where do you live?
On Park Avenue.
You go to school in this city?
Graduate school, Columbia University. I work for the Carrington Green Advertising Agency. My secretary's name is P.D. Wright. I'm the murderer you're looking for.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you're Ruth Franklin, all right.
I can hardly blame you for not recognizing me. Did you know that 6 weeks ago I was voted one of the 10 best-dressed women in America?
I read something about it.
I always knew that someday I would be. But when it actually happened, it was just as exciting as if it had been a total surprise. The invitation to the luncheon to meet the press came on Monday. I ran right out and bought the most elegant and expensive dress I could find. And when I swept into the luncheon, everyone was looking at me, including the other 9 well-dressed women. Percy Hamilton of Radcliffe Press, a little bald-headed man who moved and looked like a startled chipmunk, met me as I came in.
Oh, Miss Franklin, I'm so happy to see you. Right this way, please. You're a little late, you know.
Percy, baby, you've confused me perhaps with a debutante. I work for a living.
I'm going to put you here at table 13 with Mr. Mason. Miss Franklin, may I present Mr. Mason?
How do you do?
How do you do?
You two are going to be luncheon partners. Well, I'll run along.
You, of course, couldn't be anyone else but the best-dressed Franklin.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Mr. Mason.
Well, my tone was not meant to imply a personal indictment, Miss Franklin. In fact, it's a commendation. You play your part very well in this best-dressed racket.
Racket?
Racket.
Oh, I always draw the most charming luncheon partners. It was undoubtedly something in your childhood. They must have made you wear Buster Brown collars or velveteen knickers.
I wore dungarees. No, it's just that I have the best prima facie evidence anyone ever had that this best-dressed business is a travesty on good taste and artistic judgment.
Before I move to another table, Mr. Mason, I might find it interesting to hear one sentence telling me why you feel this way.
I'd be happy to oblige. You see, I was picked as one of the best-dressed men.
Mr. Mason, I believe I'm beginning to value your opinion. Well, that's the way it began. Little careless banter while we sized each other up. And something in our measurements had meaning because despite speeches and cold chicken a la king and news photographers interfering with most of our conversation, we later found ourselves at the Stork Club discussing everything from Picasso to paperback novels. Sometime in the evening, he said he had to catch a plane somewhere, but he'd get in touch with me soon. The next morning, when I walked into my office, Petey, my secretary, was wearing the smug smile of a girl who caught her older sister with a boy on the back porch hammock.
Seen it yet, boss?
The Gimbal ads? How were they?
I can wait.
All right. Seen what?
A picture of you and Roy Mason.
Mason? I hardly spoke a word to the man.
Hardly a word, huh? You know, that's a Stork Club ashtray in that picture. How did you converse? Smoke signals with your cigarettes?
Petey, you're very close to being fired.
Let me read you what Winchell says. The most handsome twosome in town last night were Ruth Franklin, the best-dressed huckster, and Roy Mason.
Petey, what do you know about him?
I'll save you the embarrassment of asking me to get a file on him. I've already done it. Here you are, boss. The Life and Loves of Roy Mason, assembled by P.T. Wright, Girl Boswell.
All right. Tell it.
He's a foreign correspondent, distinguished. He's written 2 books on world politics, The Long Road of Destruction and The Coming Asiatic Crisis. I've ordered both of them so you can talk his language. He's a Yale graduate, skull and bones, 38, unmarried. Just call me Quick.
Thank you and goodbye.
I'll just leave these things here so you can drool over them. Have fun.
Petey.
Yes, boss, ma'am?
You've had your fun. Now, hands off. I'm going to marry him. I read those clippings through from beginning to end, and when I went home that night, I took both of Roy Mason's books with me. And the following night, he called me. And then it was practically every evening, and cocktails and weekends, and intimate little dinners, fireplaces and books, and talk into the dawn. I knew, and I let the papers know, that Ruth Franklin had finally found a man who came up to her requirements. I had him hooked. Now it was time to reel him in.
Waiter, 2 more the same, please.
Roy. I have some news I know you'll be interested in.
You are going to run for president.
No, nothing as small as that. I'm going to get married.
You're going to get what?
Married.
Oh? To whom?
A man named Roy Mason.
I see. Does he know anything about it?
Well, I've kept it a secret from him until I was sure. Now my mind's made up.
Just like that, huh?
Uh-huh. Pleased?
Well, let's say flattered and very, very sorry.
Why?
To have to decline the invitation. You see, Ruth, I'm already engaged.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask me.
Who is it?
Her name is Elizabeth Granger, a socialite from Long Island. You may know her.
No, and I have no desire to.
Ruth, what made you think we were going to be married?
I guess I believe my own press notices. Every columnist in town has been ringing wedding bells for us.
I never pay attention to columnists.
Well, I do, and so do a lot of other people. And what a Roman holiday they're going to make out of this. Oh, boy, I can just see it. What best-dressed woman was left waiting at the church by what best-dressed man?
Well, I'll phone them tomorrow and tell them to lay off.
And make a bigger fool out of me? What do you think I am, a doormat, an old shoe that you
Ruth,
can just...
please lower your voice. People are looking.
Oh, let them look. A scene in a cocktail lounge makes good reading,
Ruth.
and we always make the papers, don't we, lover?
Keep your voice down.
Why don't you go to Inner Mongolia or somewhere and write another book? Anywhere where I'll never have to see you again.
The second act of Suspense continues in 1 minute.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. In the Soviet Union, the Communist Party keeps the Red Army in check in various ways. It limits the authority of commanding officers by placing full-time party members in charge of political affairs. It also does its best to keep military men out of high party positions. In this way, a top commander can be dismissed if he grows too powerful. This was strikingly demonstrated in the case of Marshal Zhukov. 3 months after becoming a Presidium member in 1957, he was demoted and relieved of his Army command. To further ensure its control, the party also assigns to Army units members of the secret police who report directly to their police superiors rather than their commanding officers.
And now, we continue with Act 2 of The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Oh, leave it to me. I did a grand job. I made my exit like the second lead in a straw hat playhouse. The next day I didn't go to the office and I didn't read the papers. I knew what would be in them. I felt sick and soiled and used. The phone rang all day long, but I didn't answer it until late in the afternoon. Hello?
Me.
Oh.
Trying to get you all day.
What for?
To tell you that we're friends, you and I. And I hate like the devil to think that you really meant it when you said you never wanted to see me again. I sent you a letter last night, but I'd rather tell you what I wrote in person.
Now look, Roy.
No, let me go on. A man rarely meets a woman like you. I was lucky. Real lucky. Ruth, you can send me away altogether if you want to. But I'd miss you for the rest of my life. That's the truth.
But you're going to marry this...
Ruth, I want to talk with you, calmly, decently, honestly. I want you for a friend. I'm mixing a couple of drinks in my apartment around 5 tonight. I hope you'll be there to share them with me.
What a colossal ego this man had. Yet he was offering me the opportunity to settle the matter my way. I took it.
Oh, you came. Thanks, Ruth. Let me take your coat?
No, it's a little chilly. I think I'll keep it on.
All right. Drink?
A very dry martini and a little soft music.
The record's on the turntable and the martini's already mixed. I knew you wouldn't pass up a Mason's special.
You were rather certain your pretty speech on the phone would work, weren't you?
I meant it. I'm glad you're here, Ruth. All of that highly lacquered veneer you show your public is all right for them. But for me, I'll take you the way I know you.
Tell me more.
Underneath $40,000 a year and behind that best-dressed wardrobe, you're quite a gal.
Quite an ornament to wear on your sleeve.
Oh.
Until you're tired of it.
Oh, you don't understand,
Don't
Ruth.
touch me.
Ruth!
Yes, it's a gun, Roy.
For heaven's sake, Ruth. Ah! Ruth, stop this. You've got it all wrong. Put down that gun. Ah! Ruth, get a doctor. We'll say it was an accident.
Stay away from me.
Phone a doctor. Oh, no. It wasn't supposed to be this way at all. Ruth! Ruth, I wrote you.
I stood there looking down at him. He tried to talk again, but he couldn't say a word. And then all of a sudden he was dead. I hadn't planned what I was going to do after I killed him, so I just sat down and finished my martini and looked at him lying there on the floor, and then I was aware of someone pounding.
Hello there. Are you all right in there? What happened? Hello. Answer me, somebody.
Oh, hello, miss. I live in the apartment next door, and I thought I heard gunshots in here.
You did.
What?
Over there.
Oh. Well, I better phone the police. Where's the phone?
On the desk.
Hello, operator. Give me the police. Yes, I said the police. Right away. There's been a shooting.
I just walked out. No one tried to stop me. I got a taxi back to my own apartment, changed, threw some things into a bag, gathered up my jewelry and what money I had. I registered under another name at a small hotel on the west side. I knew I had to get out of the country, but before I left, there was someone I had to see. Elizabeth Granger, the woman he preferred to me.
Act 3 of Suspense follows in 1 minute.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. A few words now on the position of the family under communism. In Soviet society, the family has been reduced to a kind of machine for producing workers. Soviet leaders have deprived families of the right to educate their children and have minimized the influence of family life by drawing women into the labor force. The institution of the family is looked on as part of the machinery for producing what are designated as obedient, disciplined communists. To accomplish this, the role of the parents has been taken over by the schools, by youth organizations, and by the establishment of boarding schools. The final aim of the party is evidently the education of all children away from the family.
And now, we continue with Act 3 of The Well-Dressed Corpse, starring Miss Margaret Whiting. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The next night, there was a rosary for Roy at the Edgeflower Mortuary. I waited across the street. I wanted to see her walk in. I wanted to see how well she could take it. But Elizabeth Granger didn't appear at his rosary. The next morning, wearing dark glasses and a veil, I went to his funeral, but she didn't. Hello, Petey.
Boss, don't you know the police are looking all over town for you?
Petey, who is Elizabeth Granger? Where does she live?
Oh, that.
She isn't in the phone book. She wasn't at his funeral. There are no pictures of her in the papers. You know these things. Tell me, please.
I can't help you. Nobody can help you now. You're a walking dead woman.
Petey, listen to me.
I don't want to listen to you. I'm afraid to. I don't want to end up like you someday. Well-fed, well-dressed, successful, but dead.
I came here for your help, not your opinions.
Everything you ever said in your life was a lie. I did your legwork, looked up things for you, verified them, checked them. And just to satisfy my curiosity, I checked about you, too. You didn't go to any graduate school at Columbia. You were born and brought up in Hell's Kitchen, and you went as far as PS 432. You hated everything you had and were, and you tried to wipe it out.
Tell me what you know about Elizabeth Granger.
I'll tell you this much. You're not going to have the pleasure of watching her suffer along with you. And I'll tell you how I know. Because Roy Mason wrote you a letter. I read it, because I never thought I'd see you again. Would you like to know what's in it?
Yes.
Makes you look 10 times as foolish as you do now. He said that there was no such person as Elizabeth Granger.
You're lying.
He just invented her. Just invented her to get away from you.
You're lying. There has to be an Elizabeth Granger.
Here's the letter. Look for yourself.
It was true. Every word of it. There was no Elizabeth Granger. Roy just didn't want me, and he had to find some excuse. I walked to the door, wondering what to do. Where to go.
One more thing, boss. 10 seconds after you're out of that door, I'm going to call the police.
I ran out of the office, out of the building down Madison Avenue. I wanted to lose myself, but where? How? I walked and I walked and I walked, and I tried to understand. I tried to understand why I'd killed Roy. And everything that came into my mind revolted me. Oh, I needed a drink, a dozen drinks, 100 drinks.
Are you sure you're in the right place, lady?
Just give me a double bourbon. Scotch, a triple. I don't care.
Well, okay, you're old enough.
Hurry it up. Here's my money.
Hey, Eddie, here, get a load of the doll. What would any dame dressed like that come in here for?
Slumming. What are you, stupid or something? They like to come over to Hell's Kitchen where men are men, looking for thrills.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you think she came in here for? Thought it was 21 or something?
Ah, talk.
Yeah? I'll show you how to handle a doll like that. Buy you a drink, ma'am?
No, get away from me.
No, you don't really mean that. Tony, the drink's on me. Why don't we have it in the booth over there? We can talk, huh?
Get away from me. Who do you think you are?
All right, Eddie, no sale.
Who does she think she is? She got no right in here unless she wants to be sociable. She's a bum, and you know it, Tony.
Eddie, can't you see this is a lady? Now go for a walk.
Lady? Ha! Since when we got ladies in here?
You filthy...
Hey, wait a minute.
Cheap little bum, you...
Hey, Eddie, you know who she is? Her picture was in the paper this morning. She killed somebody.
It'd only be a matter of seconds until they called the police, so I ran. I saw a police car crossing the avenue, so I ran the other way. 2 blocks away, there was another police car at the intersection. I ducked into an alley and tripped and fell headlong into the dirty, foul snow. Oh, I don't know how long I was out, but when I came to, somebody was pulling my mink coat off.
Come on, dearie. Come on. Cooperate.
What are you doing?
You won't need this coat where you're going.
Leave my coat alone.
That's all right, dearie. All right, come on. Now the dress. The dress.
A dress?
Ruby, help me get it off her.
You can't take my dress off me.
I can use a fancy dress like that, and you can't wear it in jail.
Don't, please.
All right, stay where you are.
Cops, grab her shoes, Ruby. Let's go.
My dress. They took my dress and my coat.
Stay where you are, lady.
You let them do it. Why did you let them do it?
We'll get him. Come on now, lady. Lift up your head. I want to take a look at you.
Oh, don't hurt me, please.
Uh-huh.
I'm somebody.
That's what I thought. Ruth Franklin.
I'm somebody. I'm somebody. I'm one of the 10 best-dressed women in the world.
Suspense, in which Miss Margaret Whiting starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Well-Dressed Corpse, written by E. Jack Newman and John Michael Hayes. In a moment, the word about next week's story of Suspense.
This is Johnny Baker with Communism on the Spot. When you talk about the government in a democracy, you have in mind the elected representatives who rule in the people's name. This isn't the case in the Soviet Union. True, the Soviet government exercises formal authority, and the parliament supposedly represents the citizens. But in practice, the all-powerful Communist Party wields the actual power. It alone governs the Soviet people. For the Communist Party, in effect, is a state within a state, with permanent control over the so-called government. It governs dictatorially in the fullest sense of the word. As a result, you have in the USSR government by the party, for the party.
Listen. Listen again next week when we return with one of radio's great classic plays, Sorry, Wrong Number, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Suspense has been brought to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.